Assalamu alaikum everyone. How are you? I hope you all are fine and enjoying your life and this mathematics classes. I'm your teacher Nasir Rahman. So in today's lesson we will be learning about the multiplication and division of 10, 100 and thousands with the whole numbers and with the decimal numbers. So let's not waste our time and move to our questions. Okay, now first of all, we will be multiplying by 10 and 100. So question number 4 is one of the easiest question where we just have to multiply the number by 10 and 100. In the first question, first part, we have one whole number which is 256 and we need to multiply this number by 10. So whenever we have any whole number like 34 and we need to multiply the number by 10, we will not only 10, 10, 100 or 1000, we will count the number of zeros we are multiplying with and we will simply add the number of zeros with the number we are multiplying. So in this case 256 will be multiplied by 10 and it will be 256 and we will add one zero, so it will become 2560. In the next question there are two zeros multiplying with the whole number, so we will write down the first number 1748 and we will add two zeros afterwards and it will make it 174,800. But in the third question, C part, there is one decimal involved with it. So whenever there is decimal involved with the multiplication of 10 and 100, what we need to do, we need to multiply it by 10. So the pattern will be same. We will jump this decimal place towards the right. What we have to do, we have not to worry about the number. We just have to move this decimal place one step towards the right. So if we jump this decimal place towards right, it will come out of the 9 towards the right and the number will be 39.0. Now this point 0 can be skipped because we know if the number is a whole number, we can write that number without decimal and without 0. But in this case, in the question, there are two zeros. So what about the next number? So we do not have any number after the third 9. So what will we do? We will make this 0 two jumps, but there is no other number to jump on. So what will we do? We will add one 0 with it. So it will become 390 and this decimal will come to this place. So it will come out to the right side. So our number will be 390. So in the D part, it will be more clear to us in the D part. There is only one 0 in the 10. So we will jump this decimal place and it will become between 2 and 9. So we will write 452.9. So 452.9. In the E and F part, we do not have any decimal place because there are whole numbers. So what we can do, we can simply multiply by 100 by adding two zeros afterwards. So we will add two zeros. So in the next case, we will multiply the number by 10. The number is a whole number. So what will we do? We will simply add number of zeros up to the right of the number. Next question carries 1 0, so we have to multiply or jump this decimal one step towards the right. So it will be jump one step and it will come between 5 and 2. So the last number is multiplying with 100. So there should be two jumps of the decimal towards the right. Oh, it will be coming outside the number. So the number will become a whole number. We will write down the whole number like this. So you can see that the question number 5, page number 4 is one of the easiest topic we have covered so far. So let's move to the next part of the question. This is actually the next page of your workbook. So in this page, on this page, we can see there is a table given. So the table shows that the input is 36 and the A column shows it is 360. We know that if we multiply this 36 by 10, it will become 360. So the question one says, what does column A do to the input number? So column A is multiplying the number by 10. So we will simply write multiply by 10. Okay, now column B. What does the column B do to the input number? We know that when the number is multiplying by 10, 100 and 1000, the decimal moves towards the right of the number. But when the number is dividing by 10, 100 and 1000, the decimal moves to the inverse side, means to the left side. So the number is 36, but the B column says it is 3.6. So how can we get 3.6 from 36? It is clear that if we divide the number by 10, the decimal which is outside the number, it will go towards the left and it will become 3.6. So the B column, in the B column we can say it is dividing the number by 10. So in the C column you can see there are two zeros added. So now we know the mechanism that it is multiplying by 100. In the D part, simply we can say it is dividing by 100. How can we say that? That if we write 36 and the point is outside the 36 to the right side of the 36, when the whole number is, there is a whole number, the decimal is always on the right side of the number. And if we divide 36 by 100, we get the 0.36 as the number. So the D part says it is dividing by 100. So E part has three zeros towards the right of 36. So it means it is multiplying by 1000. Now F part says write the missing numbers in the spreadsheet. So it is very simple. We can just write down the numbers by filling up the table in the same way. 0.39 and it will be 39,000. Same is the case, it will be for 400 or 4.0 or 4,000 or 0.40 or 40,000. So I hope you can easily fill this table up. Now, moving to the G part, if the input was 105, okay, they are saying if the input is 105, what would be the D column? Okay, in the D column, we know that the number are dividing by 100. So we will simply write down 105 and take the decimal two step backward. It will come between 1 and 0. So we will write 1.05. If the input was 17.5, if the input was 17.5, okay, now the input is 17.5. So what will we do? Okay, let's say we have a number 17.5. What would be the E point? So in the E point, we are multiplying the number by 1000. So simply multiply the number by 1000. We can see that the number will jump, decimal will jump two sides, 3 points to the right. So it will be 17,500. Okay, if 82 was at the position of B, okay, now this column B, it has 82 as the number. So what will be the input? Obviously, it will be 820. So what would be E part? E. So multiply 820 by 1000. So it will be 820,000. If 1.2 was at the D position 10D, okay, now the 10D is this number. So the position is 1.25. What would be at 10A? Okay, now this is the number 10A. You can see that there is a multiplication by 1000 to the number of D. So we will write down the number 1250, because when we will multiply 1.25 by 1000, it will be 1250. Okay, the last part, if the 16,550 was at position C, now we know that when we multiply the number by 100, we get 6, where we get the C column. So what would be the position of 11B? Means what will be the B position? So in the B we can see the number is dividing by 1000. The C column is dividing by 1000 to get B. So it will be 16.550, or you can write 16.55. So that is all for today's lesson. I hope this concept and the question is now very much clear, but the practice will give you a chance to master this skill. So that's all for today's lesson. If you have not subscribed my channel, please do subscribe my channel, and if you liked it, please do comment on this. Thank you. We will see you. I'll see you inshallah in the coming lessons.